Our camper's cold. It's cold outside. It's raining. Wanna know why?
Welcome back to K&S Get Out. For those of you who've been with us for a while, you know where I am. We are out at the land. This is a therapy day for Shannon and I. We've had so much going on. We haven't been able to get out here because of the camper situation, the selling of the house, getting the camper organized, learning how to live in a camper and maintenance it as you go along. And we just kind of wanted to come see where the progress of spring is here. And it is beautiful. Breathing the fresh air, coming out here. A lot of you guys commented in our last video that, you know, all you need to do is get back out to your land and you'll remember why you're doing this. You'll remember why it's difficult. And this, you're exactly right. Again, we've had a great support group, family, friends that have invited us out to do things, keep us out of the camper. We had to get through some cold nights and running out of propane. That was fun. But we're out here. I can breathe deep. So happy. This is where the joy is. Shannon's looking at anything that has bloomed or is actively blooming, researching what it is, getting mad at the vines that are trying to choke it out. And that's just what we're doing today. This is all about medicine for the soul. So yeah, I'm gonna let her creep around and figure out what these trees are and see how many bees and wasps are in them, and I'll determine how close I get to it. We'll find out. What are you doing over here?
Well, I'm trying to find out what everything is.
What'd you figure out?
So this one, I've been very curious about. This tree has very unique bark. It's like smooth and has white speckles.
Yeah?
It's birch.
Birch.
Yep, sweet birch it says.
So it's not even that mean stuff, it's that sweet stuff.
Exactly.
That's important.
What I am a little bit upset about is over here on this Bradford pear, there's a whole bunch of briars that are choking it out.
Vines and things.
Yeah, I want to get rid of that because this is a really pretty tree once it's blooming, but it can't bloom because all these vines in the middle are suffocating it.
Well, that's not nice.
No, I don't like that. Ooh, what's this?
So what I'm hearing is you have a project idea for
I do have
saving our trees.
idea. I do want to see what these little things popping up are, because last summer or spring or sometime when we came out here, there were daylilies up here around one of the trees, and I'm wondering if that's what these are going to be.
Talking about the green blades, the big
green
ones?
blades coming up.
Don't we have some over on the other side of the driveway?
Not like that.
Oh.
Those are much thicker.
Okay.
Iris, that's what they were.
Iris.
That's what's up there by that tree too.
How does it feel to be out here and not cooped up in that camper or dealing with the house, the storage, the camper?
It's really nice to get out and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
Really, really nice to get out and get fresh air and not feel so confined.
And remember why we're doing this all in the first place.
100%.
And we're really excited because spring is totally coming in. Today is April 3rd.
It's April 3rd. It's 72 degrees out here.
72 degrees. That's like the perfect temperature for anything in life.
It's perfect. It's
Except for swimming
beautiful.
and snowboarding and all that. But all the good things out in the woods. This is
But
magnificent.
Everything is starting to green up. It's great. Green makes me much happier than brown. Unfortunately, our weather this year has been super weird, and it seems like winter has been really long, so none of our trees have really had the opportunity to bloom or bud yet.
They're wanting to. I think if you get close enough to some of them, you can see little buds. But
They will get very green though. We know all these are alive.
What, yesterday we had a 60+ degree day. Day before? No, it was cold day before, wasn't it?
It was cold the day before. Yesterday and today are the nicest days we've had.
And I think we're supposed to have another one tomorrow.
I think
or a couple
tomorrow
few.
is supposed to be okay.
Okay. We're just extremely excited that spring is here. We're coming out. We're getting back into the planning phase of what we're doing out here so that we can get the camper out here instead of at the KOA. For those of you guys that are new here, or even some of you that just joined us in the last few, we bought this land about 5-ish months ago, and we are city slickers. We vaguely had ideas as to what we wanted to do with it, but how to accomplish that, we're learning as we go. Our montage the whole time has been one day at a time, one step at a time.
And a motto.
Motto?
I think it's a motto.
Yeah, you're right. Mantra.
Mantra or motto?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So our mantra or motto, whatever it is, has been one day at a time, one step at a time. We're learning, we're planning, we're not taking on too big of bites all at once because that can get overwhelming. And I can tell you, putting the house on the market, moving, buying a camper, learning how to live in the camper,
Putting your stuff in storage.
all your stuff in storage, that was a big one. That was a huge one. And it's been overwhelming. I think you might have seen, if you saw our last video, there was obviously a little bit of stress. We were tired, but we were enduring and we were making the best of it, and we are continuing to do so. So things are looking up, but this was the medicine that we needed. I love seeing everything green up, even if it's just the grass on the ground and a few of the early bloomers like this Bradford pear.
Daffodils.
Daffodils.
We have wild daffodils.
We do have wild daffodils. We'll go show you those in a second. But this is our happy place. This is what all the life changes have been about. Our life looks probably 180-degree turn different than it did 6 months ago.
Definitely 6 months ago.
We'll go more into that, but everything has changed. It's all been for the better, all been intentional, and we're super stoked to see how it pans out and where we go from here. We've met there's one of them bees. One of them bees tried to kill me just then. We've met some awesome people in the last 6 months. As you guys know, Chad from Adler Farms, my older brother, he's really helped hook us up, kind of get us in touch with some great, wonderful people that he's been in touch with since he started his channel. We went to the Oki homestead, met a bunch of you. So excited, having a good time learning and expanding and changing our lives. You just love that app, don't you?
I really do.
What'd that one tell you? Another birch?
Common buckthorn.
That sounds boring. Common? I want that rare or exotic version.
Let me take it again.
Okay, maybe it is one of the rare exotic ones. The app just didn't get it right.
Well, that one said birch.
That was my first guess.
All right, let me take it again.
All right, yeah, I can't be right. What'd you get?
It's two different trees. That one over there says common buckthorn. This one says sweet birch, but they literally look the same. So I don't really know.
So like I was half right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonder what this was in the middle.
A tree.
You're so funny.
I bet your app will tell you that too. So one of the things that we briefly touched on in the last video was also that we found out that we can't use the old well. We'll go more into that, kind of talk about some of the plans for the shop and why we're in the camper right now, why we're selling the house and all that. But first, we've got a couple chores and things we're going to take care of and just soak it all in and kind of eat our medicine.
So we had a little clip of a video where you can see a paw reaching up and grabbing our camera up here. So we need to adjust it because something has been messing with it.
Yeah.
It's a little off kilter.
In the morning, the sun hits it and we get notifications for about an hour long that it thinks somebody's in the driveway, but it's just the sun glare or something, or maybe the ghost that keeps moving it.
I don't know. I saw a paw with claws reaching up over it.
All the way up there?
Yeah.
Sweet. Hopefully we can catch that one
I don't know what it was.
So we'll get that straightened up and then we'll go talk more about the well and the shop placement for the future. Safe enough.
Do I need to hold it on the other side?
No. If I get attacked by a wasp up here, you're going to see some of the funniest things you've ever seen.
I don't think there's any wasps up there.
Okay, are you in the app?
Yep. Okay, well that is straight. Can you point it down a little bit?
Not really. I could try to turn the bracket for where it's at. This is about the best you can get.
Okay, let me look at it again.
As far as pointing it down.
It's at least straight.
How about now?
You're crooked now.
Well, how about the aiming down part and then we'll get it straight. No, I am aiming down. Tell me if more or less.
More. Oh, I feel like that's pretty good. Here, take a look. Okay, so I'm walking down the driveway to see at what point the camera picks up somebody on the driveway. That way we kind of have an idea as to where to adjust it to.
Okay, so right there, I can see your feet all the way to the top of your head. I don't know, I need to go back in. I forget the throw. I want to say it's like 10 meters that it'll actually alert on something, which is about 33 feet. To me, you alerted, if you step back maybe 3 or 4 steps there, about right there. Yeah, I just got another one. That's not terrible, but I don't feel like that's 33 feet away. That's maybe about 20? I don't know. I don't know. I say though that we try it because this gets the horizon down And I think the problem was where the sun comes up, it's over here. And as we're getting closer to spring and summer and all that, the sun moves a little bit, and that's what's causing it to go off for no reason without finding motion. So I think we tried this because we now have the horizon out of the background. It's just the road. And this isn't our only camera, but this is the one that happened to fall and point at the sun so that it just blows us up.
Does it have the branch in the top of the screen now, or is that moved?
I don't think I see any of this branch. I think all I see is the one of that tree over there. Because see, when I raise my hand like that, I get the sensor to go off again because I stick it up in there. But yeah, I think it's seeing that guy over there.
Okay.
I just got that bug off that phone for you.
Thank you.
Before I hand it back to you.
I appreciate that.
All right, good work. So that chore is complete.
Okay, so this is our first time switching over the propane tanks. We have 2 propane tanks, and we just walked into our camper and it's cold. It's blowing cold air in here. So we're gonna see if this helps by switching over the tanks. So wish us luck. Anything to say?
It's cold and rainy out there. I really don't want to have to do this, but it is too cold in here, and I don't want to run that electric space heater all night long to heat the entire place. So we got to do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So this is our first welcome to camper life moment. Our camper's cold. It's cold outside. It's raining. Wanna know why? Because we didn't think to check the propane tanks. It's been cold pretty much since we picked up the camper. We've just had yucky weather, and now we're realizing the importance of checking those propane tanks and seeing where they stand as far as how full they are and all that. So it is 9 o'clock at night, and we're leaving the campground to see if we can go get some propane so we can have some heat tonight.
Paying attention to the idiot cages in your camper?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're really thankful that you guys have
Coming to get our propane tanks?
Yeah. Hey, in the wintertime, don't let these run out in the middle of the night. Had a little emergency last night. Got a little cold. Figured out we were out of propane, so I had to go back and watch good old Gary, who gave us the rundown on the camper, had to know and verify that we were definitely out. We were definitely out. Cold air was coming out of our furnace.
It was cold. Let's go pay him.
Okay.
So we just had a very expensive lesson learned last night. We ran out of propane. So we ran up to Dollar General to get a propane tank because it was cold last night and we needed heat. So we spent $60 to buy a new propane tank. This morning we came up to the KOA office and got our 2 other 20-pound propane tanks filled, $40 just for a refill. So we have a very expensive new propane tank, but at least we have a backup that way.
I'm just thankful that they had a refill. And I'm thankful the Dollar General was open last night because it would have been a long, cold night. I'm going to say it was close to freezing most of the night.
And then it decided to snow today. What is happening? This is crazy.
And just like that, spring is back. Today it is a beautiful day. About 75 degrees, I think it is, 76 maybe. It's a bit windy. Sorry if you're picking that up on the microphone, but you know, here in Missouri, that snow we just had, I think 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And it's just been a roller coaster since we've gotten out here. And we take opportunities like today where it's just this beautiful to make sure and get Nala out here. We're gonna take her for a walk in a second. You know, you can experience all 4 seasons in a matter of a week, and in some cases in a day. But yeah, guys, it's been an experience. You know, we had that super cold night where we were like, oh no, can the lines freeze? Kind of like you guys have mentioned about Dutch and all them. We got a freeze warning. I paid up for some nice weather app that was like, hey, it's gonna freeze tonight. And so we made sure to keep it nice and warm in the camper until we were in a propane. And then we kind of panicked, so.
It was an adventure.
It was an adventure. It was a mad dash in the rain and the cold and the wind, but we got it done. We we're acclimating a lot faster now, a lot better to the camper life, you know. So we're gonna take advantage of today, and I think we're gonna run back to the house, grab the fire pit for tonight, maybe the grill if we can fit it all in the truck at the same time, and have ourselves some good outdoor time tonight and enjoy this day. Because you never know, tomorrow could be another spring day, or it might snow. I don't know, we may have a foot of snow, there's no telling. I know a lot of you live in areas that do the same thing, so you're all too familiar, but for those of you that are in more static places, you know, this is just what we're used to.
It's always something. It's always crazy, and you just never know what to expect around here.
Yeah. Even though the weather may kind of give us a heads up, a forecast, you know, sometimes still it just could take a turn. So we have had not only the snow, but since then we've had a lot of precipitation. We were able to get out to the land, as you saw, a little bit, and kind of do a little shop talk and well talk between the two of us, but that night it poured for, I don't even know, most all hours of the night, and so it's just a muddy mess out there. So we decided, you know what, this is going to be a campsite day, and we're going to enjoy spring here, and we're going to get Nala out, play with her. She's been loving it, and she has a new friend that we're going to go take you to meet. So we're going to throw her on the leash. We're going to go for a little walk around the campground and show you that friend.
There he is. Domestic Moscone something or other, beta bird or something, I don't know. I looked it up. It's common. But he is a duck. You see the snapper turtles?
I see the snapping turtle now.
That's not the only one. There's tons of them.
Nala's just trying to run right in there.
Nala, were you going to catch
You're
us some
crazy.
turtle for dinner tonight?
You're crazy.
Is that what you were thinking? It's so beautiful out here. This is the whole peace, serenity that we've been looking for.
That's true. And we have our own little pond. Get to listen to the frogs all the time.
Oh, I know. I do love that.
I think he's trying to determine to be mad and attack or fly off and jump in the water. Nala's, she don't know what to do. Oh, there he goes. She's always perplexed whenever it gets to this point. She's like, hey,
What happened?
he went and got in the water and is floating. I don't know what to do. I can't get to him. And he just wags his butt at you, doesn't he?
She's whining now, like she wanted to go say hi and play with him.
Oh, she'd go swim with him if I'd let her.
Yeah, I know. She tried to go swimming a minute ago.
I know, but I don't want those snapper turtles grabbing on and then I gotta jump in with her. Come on, Nala. So this is awesome because this is one of the ponds. There's another one up in the middle of the park. There's clearly a ton of turtles in here. We also found out there's a creek thing that runs on the other side here, and that's where all the frogs are that you're hearing. So it's beautiful at night, you know, for being at a KOA campground until we can get our water on the land and get the camper out there. This isn't the worst setup in the world. And this one's in the best shape of her life because we walk her, I don't even know how many times a day now. It's pretty awesome. It's very, very nice. When I was a kid, I had a creek behind my house, and me and my brothers and my friends, we'd all go back there and we'd try to find the biggest turtle that we could. And we'd always mess with the ones with those tails until somebody got bit and bled. It was terrible. It was bad. So we learned to quit messing with them, but still, no, we didn't. We kept catching them. It was fun. But we're not going to let Nala suffer that out here, so we just keep a nice safe distance and take pictures of them. You ready to go back, pup? You go finish out your walk? Yeah. You've been great. She says, come on, Mom, let's go.
Let's go.
So this is a pretty normal day in the life of Shannon and Kyle and Princess Nala, wherever she went. It's not a bad life. You know, is it perfect Kyle size, living quarters? Blah, blah, that's not what this is about. This is about getting out of the lifestyle that was causing the stress, causing all the frustration, and just, you know, you get in this cyclone of just, and this has been amazing. We're outdoors more than we have been in a long time. It's helping pave the way to getting outdoors on our own land to where we can do these kinds of things with freedom and liberty, and it's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Pretty perfect. Even if it's at a KOA that's pretty perfect. Nice secure place out here, and we got our nice camper that we're getting real familiar with very, very quickly and learning how to maintain it and do what we got to do, and it's been great. So for all the comments and everything, all of these suggestions and ideas that you've had helping us, you know, get acclimated, and hey, for big guys do this, for 2 people do that, for dogs do this, man, we love and appreciate those comments. We learned a lot. In fact, I think we have 4 or 5, maybe 6 orders on Amazon that we're waiting for at the PO box. We got to go check here in a bit to kind of help with some of these things. So big shout out to you guys for all the information, all the help you provided. We can't thank you enough for it. If you're new here, click that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. If you like what you saw, smash that like button. If you are a subscriber and you comment, please keep commenting. We love reading the comments, and it helps us a ton in more ways than we can even explain. As always, guys, we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Nala, can you say goodbye? Put her there. Good girl. Nala says bye. What a spoiled princess. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
She thinks this is normal life.
She does. She's getting pretty used to it. The princess and the queen right there. These 2 rock my world. Love them. I do appreciate that.
Good girl. Good girl. Look at that tongue hanging out of your mouth.